Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's your brother Yahweh Ball. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah. Peace, salutations to the whole full elect, scattered abroad across the four corners of the earth. Learning or teaching this gospel in truth and sincerity. Waiting on the second coming of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah, Mashiach. Shalom. So, today I want to go over these football players, that they are pushing this New World Order agenda, showing that emasculate energy. Like this perfect example after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. This was that wide receiver on the Chiefs, known as Juju Smith-Schuster. Another scripted sports championship when he won this ring. He showed his gratitude to him. We'll get that Deuteronomy 22:5 as well. But for right now, I'll get this Matthew 16:26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? That's what Yahweh Shai is getting into. Like what shall a man profit if he gain the whole world and lose his soul? Because you're not profiting nothing. All you're gonna profit is for the love of money is the root to all evil. The lust of the world. The lust of the flesh, being in the will of the Gentiles. And you're not going to profit eternal life by doing this. You're not going to get that eternal glory and reign be a joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. You're not going to get back in the kingdom as a baby either. You're not going to get it in the second go around, as they try to say. We've debunked that plenty of times. And this is all. Look at what the bruh said. He said Slim looked like a Catholic schoolgirl. I'm dead. Yeah, this dude does look like a Catholic schoolgirl. Like, what are you doing? It's all part of that New World Order agenda that Esau is pushing on the masses. So let's get that emasculate. To deprive of male functions, deprive of virility, Salakia, or pre-creative power. Yes, so you're leaving the male function. You're depriving from it. Of that procreative power. You're leaving that power. So when you break those words down, it tells you right there. It says the out away, to go away from that, the male manly, when you add it, you add that together, it's like it's combining it, it's like away from man, away from manliness. Away from manliness. That's what that's getting into, and that's what these people are doing. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, with his New World Order agenda. He's pushing that depopulation with Georgia Guidestones as well. Having these people be like this. So let's get that. Get that Psalms. Get Psalms. In Psalms chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. Salakia, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up the head. When you get this in the NLT for edification's sake, he says, do you not hear the uproar of your enemies? Do you not see the arrogant enemies are rising up? That's going into what these enemies are doing. Let's get the tumult as well in the blue letter. They make that uproar, that growl, that roar. That's what that's getting into. So they're that they've came into this power. It's through Yahweh Shai, because he plays both sides. He plays the left hand side as well. This is the left hand side right here. He controls both sides. Because verse 3, They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Yeah, so see, that's what Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, does in these other nations. They have done crafty counsel, against our people of Israel. And Khan. So that's what this is what it's getting into. You know, the NLT it goes into it too. They devise crafty schemes against your people. They conspire against your precious ones. Yeah, so they're conspiring against us. Against the people of Israel, man. So Khan, verse 4, and they have said, "Come, let us cut off." Salakia, and come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be in no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Yeah, they're confederate against us. They're against the people of the children of Israel. And when you read down, it goes into all the nations. And the one on top is the tabernacles of Edom. Because Edom is the head of this, man. Amalek, when we first came out of Egypt, they were the ones that gave us the problems. Khan. So Khan, this is their game plan, to set their new world order agenda, which is this new world order. Let's get that. It's Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, and their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So that's talking about Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Edom is the crafty. And getting into their enterprise, that's that new world order. That agenda. Because when you get into the enterprise in Hebrew, it goes into success. That's what it means, and that's the same. Success that's spoken of in the back of the dollar bill, in Latin. That's what this is all by design, that this New World Order agenda was to be pushed. That's what Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his forefathers always wanted. And now it's finally coming to pass. So Khan, they're not going to reach their goal at the end of the day, because it's all part of a prophecy, because they're gonna be have a big disappointment. It's not, they're not gonna be able to perform it. Is what this precept's getting into, like it says in Job chapter 20 as well. When he's about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. Roughly paraphrasing, while he's eating. So he thinks he's going to fulfill it, but, he's going to be in straits, Khan. Yes, let's read verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, He created his own enemy, to beat him, So Khan, this is the Edomites' plan, to try to do this to the elect, but the elect, they're gonna inherit the heathen, man. Psalms chapter 2, Amos chapter 9, the remnant of Edom, that's the inheritance, man. And calling that remnant, that means left of the ones slaughtered. So Khan. So let's get this 13. He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted. Yeah, like I was saying, he created his own enemy to beat him. His own enemy's gonna beat himself. Like we'll get into that too as well. They dig that pit for themselves to fall in it. So Khan. So I want to show this photo as well. This is what is going on. Recently, I seen this on Facebook, and they were saying, "What is Kyler Murray wearing?" You know, looking at the 3.5K, people are laughing at this dude because he's a clown. You know, because he's pushing that emasculine energy on the masses. You know, he's trying to lead people to sin. So, come on, let's get that Isaiah chapter 9. And yeah, right. And you would think that he would have a type of masculinity being a football player. But he's doing this just for the love of money to the root of all evil. So he's pushing, he followed the agenda, the New World Order agenda, like we're getting into. So this is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, you know, which means sin, you know, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Yeah, so like I was saying, you know, this photo, we could get right back to it, you know, like seen it with Juju as well, you know, another football player after the season ended, and this is right before the season starts. So you see what they're doing. They're pushing this New World Order agenda through the NFL. And yes, they did it through the NBA as well, too. We've seen LeBron, you know, let's get that one as well. I got seen it on TikTok. You know, it was LeBron in dress. That's all you gotta type, and then it's gonna pop up. Yeah, LeBron dress, pink dress, and they try to say that he wore it to promote this movie called Barbie, which that movie promotes emasculinity, another part of the New World Order agenda. You know, China's trying to mess with the order of Yahweh Shem Yahushai as it is in 1 Corinthians 11, thinking that a woman, it's all prophecy how a woman shall compass a man, like how Jeremiah said. This is all prophecy, and they're pushing that spirit, that perverse spirit on everybody, like how it says in Isaiah chapter 19. Yeah, people have a perverse spirit, how it says in that chapter, you know, in Isaiah 19. And this is what, because they're drinking of that wine, of Esau's wine, man, these philosophies. So Khan, yeah, so if kids who look up to this man right here, Kyler Murray, is a football player for the Arizona Cardinals, quarterback, people are looking up to this man, you know, and they're being led astray into that type of lifestyle, to sin, to believe it's okay to do this because they look up to this guy. Just like LeBron James, when he took the juice pack, it was announced to the whole world, which who knows, we believe he didn't really take it, but we don't have proof of it, but that's just what we believe, you know. But he announced he took it just to have everybody who looks up to him go and take it as well. And don't think they're not going to do the same thing when the MOT to the B, the chip, comes out, just to push people to go get it. So yeah, Khan, you know, and yeah, people are going to look at this and think it's okay to do this. Like I was saying, it's just another way to push this this type of wine on the younger children, the fans that he has, you know, because when you are a celebrity, you have a lot of fans, and you have a lot of people that will follow you just based off what you do, you know, that popularity. So Khan, let's get that one now that I was saying we was gonna bring out. Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. And a woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto Yahweh thy power. So yeah, you're a walking abomination if you're wearing the woman's clothing, if you're a man, vice versa, you know. So Khan, you're a walking abomination, and you know we've seen it. John Cena doing this as well. Plenty of other actors, you know, in the Hollywood films. I think there's another one. Dave Chappelle went into it.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I be connecting them down like, wow, these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin. Yeah. The movie's going good. So I walk in a trailer. I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in, the writer comes in. I think he's a writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on. And it, huh? What? Prostitute? No, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? And I don't feel comfortable in a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. No, the pressure comes in. Huh. I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally it's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress. What is wrong? What is this, Brokeback Mountain? I mean,
Yeah, see, so it just shows you like all these they get these celebrities to do it as well. It's all part of the agenda of this New World Order agenda, and that's how they level up in the ranks. You know, even this little youngin even knows it. See, Travis, Kanye just did it. Yeah, so I'll show it one more time just so you can see. Yeah, and those are actors. Yes, and his son was Travis Scott was a singer. Yeah, so rapper. I mean Salakia. So yeah, it's like it's just all part of the agenda that they pushed. We know Russell Westbrook, basketball player too, pushed it as well, just like LeBron did. You know, this is all part of the walking abominations according to the Deuteronomy 22 and 25. You know, so they're gonna ultimately receive judgment for that too as well. We know that that other guy was from XXX, you know, Fast and Furious movies as well. That type of movie. It was called like Triple X. They would call him Triple X. Yeah, so they're going to receive judgment for this. You know, if they don't come out of it, which ultimately it looks like they're not, because they got the love for money, roots all evil. This is Sirach, chapter 19. Let's get 19. That's Salaki. I mean, I'm like, not 19. That's the Paul precept too, though. But let's get 29. A man may know, Salaki, a man may be known by his look. So if we look at this man, you know, so you looking at him, he's gonna be this is a complete example of how he is known by his look, and what all these other examples we've shown. And like Dave Chappelle too, he said that they came at him saying all the other people have done this, so just do this, you know. So we see like a lot of people are doing this part of the agenda, you know, and that's why he exposed it. He wasn't with it, you know, and they just pushed it on him. It seemed like they didn't even tell him before he got the role. So you can see how they do it to people. It's a perfect example how they do it to these people in the industry. So Khan, yeah, this is a perfect example. So continue reading. A man be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. So you Khan, you know, is going like that countenance. So you're gonna know it when you meet him, and you know, if you look at him. Like if you knew he didn't play football when you looked at him, you know, even if you knew he played football, what would you think about this man, you know, Khan, you know, so that's getting into it right there, you know, Khan. So verse 30. A man's attire and accepted laughter and gait show what he is. So Khan, that verse 30, you know, that's going into that attire, that's his clothing, and it shows who he truly is. And that spirit on him is only going to wax worse and worse because it's growing, you know, because the more wickedness he's doing. So Khan, I want to get this in a GNT for edification's sake as well, because I like how they break it down in here. So this is Sirach chapter 19, 29. You can know people by their appearance. The first time you look at them, you could tell if they have good sense. And this man doesn't have good sense because he's dressing like a woman, pushing that emasculate energy, pushing the New World Order on his fans because he has that type of power, because he has followers. Once you're a celebrity, you have followers. So verse 30, their character shows in the way they dress, the way they laugh, and the way they talk. So you know this person by the way they dress, the way they laugh, and the way they talk. So that's what this was getting into in that verse 30, man. In Khan. So this is how. So we know how this man is by the way he dresses and talks and acts, and we know he's an abomination. So Khan, like this is, like I was saying, it's all part of this NWO agenda, which is New World Order, and it's just gonna have him to get paid more because he has that love and money, was to root all evil, and also to get more touchdowns, right? To get more yards, passing yards, all this to make another Pro Bowl, to follow the script into his favor. So Khan, let's get and that's vice versa for anyone doing this in any sport. And movie actors too. They level up. They probably get that little star in Hollywood, which we all know is all satanic. This is Psalms chapter 57 and verse 6. They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me, into the midst whereof they have fallen themselves. Salah. So who's that? That's the crafty, just like in Job chapter 5, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And Khan, let's get this in the NLT. My enemies have set a trap for me. Enemies, like I was saying, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, in Psalms 83, what we went into, these other nations as well. I'll read down more on that chapter next time when I'll bring it out on the block. Yehorazah. I am weary from distress. They have dug a deep pit in my path, but themselves have fallen into it. Interlude. Yes, so they have dug a deep pit into the righteous's path. Cons. It's David speaking, but it also goes into us. Of the children of Israel, the 12 tribes. They do this to us, but they're gonna fall into that trap. Ultimately, they're gonna fall into that trap, because that's what's gonna happen to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his New World Order agenda. His own lusts are gonna destroy him with his agenda. So come on, let's get that net. A net for catching of judgment, of leaders leading people to sin as a trap for men. So yeah, you could line this up, that net, because as leaders leading people a trap for sin, you could line that up what we brought out, that Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 16. For leaders of this people have caused them to err, to sin, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So yeah, that's precept upon precept with it, because these leaders, these so-called leaders, are leading people to sin, which a perfect example is this guy right here, a so-called leader leading his fans to sin, especially all the young ones that look up to him, even ones that are probably in 8th grade, 9th grade in high school, going through that puberty stage, and they could follow this trend right here that he's doing. Because they probably don't have no father, nobody, a man leading them into the right path of being a true man, So this is just an example of social engineering as well, that will lead the kids to be trapped, to fall into that net, to be snared, and whoever else follows this path. So yeah, Khan, Yahweh Radazah, this was edifying. I want to wrap it up. It's Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. Now when Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, To what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, Why trouble ye the woman? For she had wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she had poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there's also this that this woman had done be told for a memorial of her. And with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Peace, salutation to the hopeful elect scattered abroad across the four corners of the earth, learning and teaching this gospel of truth and sincerity, waiting on the second coming of our Lord and Savior, Yahushua Mashiach. Shalom.